Hi everybody, this is Melissa with Designs by Little Bee. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make my mason jar key fob. This one's mine. It has been on my keychain for about a month. It looks great. I get compliments on it all the time. Let me show you how to make one for yourself. You're going to need a mason jar key fob design from my Etsy shop at designsbylittlebee.etsy.com. Bring it up into your software if you'd like to put an initial or a monogram on it. I use Embroidery. I have an R on mine. I get my fonts at Rivermill Embroidery. They're on Etsy. They also have a website. I highly recommend them. Their mini fonts stitch out great. So save that to your flash drive, and then let's head over to the machine. Okay, so the materials you're going to need for your key fob are a length of ribbon, 2 to 3 inches works great, split key rings or any kind of carabiner, anything to attach it to your keychain. These I got at Walmart. You can also get them at any craft store, Joann, Michael's, I've seen them at Hancock's. You need fabric for the front and back. For the front, you can use vinyl. You can use any decorative fabric that you have. I've seen people use a lot of different things. I love seersucker. I think that's really cute. For the lid, I use gray felt. For the bow, your choice. For the back of the key fob, I highly recommend marine vinyl. You can get it at Joann. You can use your coupon. It's very sturdy. It wipes clean. And for the small amount that we use for this project, it's not very expensive. And what else? Stabilizer, medium to heavy weight, tearaway or cutaway. I don't think it matters. You just want something sturdy in that key fob. Just remember, this is something that's going to be tossed around with keys or in a backpack, in a purse. So you want something that's going to be sturdy. So I've uploaded my design into my machine, and I'll show you that I flipped it upside down. I flipped the key fob upside down so that I have the ribbon close to the top. See how that's the top of the key fob? It's facing down. I do that so that I don't do anything silly with the ribbon while I'm stitching it out, because I'm pretty clumsy. I want the ribbon near me to make sure I don't cut it by accident or anything like that. So I've uploaded it into my machine, and she's all ready to go. Your first step is going to be a placement stitch for your ribbon. So go ahead and stitch that. This is where your ribbon's going to go. Your next step is going to be a tack down stitch for the ribbon. You can hold the ribbon. You can pin the ribbon down. I know people will yell at me if I hold it, so I'm going to pin it. And run that second stitch. This is your placement stitch. It's a double stitch. It goes back and forth. Okay, your next stitch, number 3, is going to be placement for your key fob for the whole jar. Now, I've done about 300 of these. I don't even use the placement stitch anymore. I know where it's going to go. I don't need to look at it again. So I just go ahead and stick my fabric on there. But if you're not sure, you haven't done it before, go ahead and run that placement stitch. I'm going to go ahead and skip that, and I'm going to go to the jar tack down. Okay, your next stitch is your placement for the lid, and I will tell you again that I've made about 300 of these and I know where the lid is going to go, so I don't do that placement stitch for the lid. I should have clipped that down. I skip the placement stitch. It's going to go right there. And I put my lid fabric on and run this decorative stitch for the lid. Okay, your next step is to cut around that lid. You don't want your bow stitching on top of that lid, so you just snip around the edge. Now you place your bow fabric. So you can guess what the next step is. It's bow placement. So that was the placement. I went ahead and put my fabric down. Here is the decorative bow stitching. So after your decorative bow stitching goes out, you want to cut around your bow. Now, this is very important. If you have an initial or a monogram, when your bow is finished, skip to your initial or monogram. Don't do the backing yet, or else you'll have the stitching visible through the back, which is fine, but some people don't like that. So go ahead and do your initial or monogram or name. Okay, now my initial is done, and now I'm ready for the final step. You want to pin or hold, if you're feeling froggy, your fabric, your backing fabric, that's your vinyl, with the vinyl side down, the right side down, so that that's exposed when you use it. Pin it far away from your needle. Okay, now go back to this step that looks like it's step number 9. It looks like a wing, and that is going to be the outline of the bow right there. Now I have that set to do pink because that matches my bow. So I do that step. This is finishing off the edge of your key fob. Okay, the next step, number 10, is going to finish off the jar part of your key fob. So you can use the same color, white, black, whatever, or you can use the color of your jar. For multi-needle users, this is really cool because it gives a finished look with the thread on the front matching each object on the key fob. But if you have a single needle and you don't feel like switching out threads 3 times, I totally understand. You could go around it in white or black or navy blue or whatever color you want. It's not going to look bad. This is just something that I did so that, to me, it looks more finished when you have the 3 different colors that match. So I do pink around the jar. This is the finishing stitch. It's going through the vinyl on the bottom too. Okay, And the last thing that you're going to need to do on your machine is the finishing stitch for the lid. I do mine in gray to match the lid. Okay, so now you're done. Now take your project off of your machine. See how the vinyl is finished on the back. Wait, oh, no, you can't see. See how the vinyl is finished on the back, and there's the front? Okay, next step, the last thing you're going to have to do is to cut your key fob out. Listen to me. Do not just cut around the edge all crazy like. You will cut your ribbon off of your key fob. You do not want to do that. You see that ribbon? You see that ribbon? Don't cut that. Pull the front of your key fob down and cut carefully in front of your ribbon. If you cut through the ribbon, your project is kaput. So I go very carefully around the front. Same thing with the back. Here's your vinyl on the back. Pull that back. You see your ribbon? Don't cut that. Do not cut your ribbon. Ask me how I know. Okay, so once you go around the ribbon and your ribbon is just sticking up, then you can just cut around the edge of the key fob. See? You just cut around the edge. After you cut around the edge, there is your completed project. Cute, huh? Let me just slip your key ring through the ribbon. I love these. I hope you do too, and I really hope that this tutorial made sense and that it helps you out. I hope it helps you with those final steps. If you have any questions, it's facebook.com/groups/designs by little b group. If you can't find it, message me on Etsy. You can search for it on Facebook. There are people there doing these and doing my other key fob designs. We're all happy to help. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you make a bunch of these and the recipients really love them. I love mine and I get compliments on it all the time. So, until the next tutorial, bye-bye.